Hi guys, welcome to Financial Future Kids Edition. We're here again this week with Jennifer from Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, and we are going to be discussing, I forget.
That's all right. I will remind you. So hopefully you guys learned a little something about last week when we talked about wants and needs, and have been kind of considering when you're asking your parents or your adults in your life when you want something, if it's something you really need or if it's something you want. So remember, just real quick to recap, a need is a necessity. We need that for our survival. So we need food, water, and shelter. Wants are those things that are nice to have, but we don't necessarily need them to survive day in and day out. So wants could be the latest Xbox game. It could be that you want a cell phone, believe it or not, or to get your nails done. Those are all wants and not necessarily needs. So today we're going to talk about a concept called opportunity cost. So big word here, opportunity cost. And what that is when you have to make a decision between a want or a need, or maybe two wants or two needs, you have to decide what the opportunity cost is. So what are you going to give up to have that? So maybe you want the latest shirt or the latest game controller. However, but you only have $20 to buy one thing. So let's just pretend they're $20. I know that that's probably cheap on the end for game controllers and t-shirts, but I like simple math. And so what would you have to give up? What would be the opportunity cost? So it might be you might not have a controller that's got all the latest gadgets on it, but you may really need a shirt or clothing to keep covered. So that shirt could be a need. And so you have to weigh out what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? So a lot of times when we are looking at things, we have to think about what am I willing to give up or to prolong reaching my financial goal. So maybe I really want a vacation. However, I really need a new car. And so if I choose the vacation, what I'm going to give up then is getting a new car sooner, because my vacation is going to take money away from my new car account. So that's the opportunity cost, is having to wait longer for my car. The same thing could be maybe when you grow up and you want to buy a house. You have to say you're putting money aside for saving in your savings to put a down payment on a house. However, something else comes up, so you have to weigh out what's the opportunity cost of touching that savings account in order to make that purchase. And so we have opportunity costs throughout all day. We are weighing this. We just don't say, oh, that was an opportunity cost. We just think of it subconsciously, I would say. And so think about if you choose to watch Netflix versus doing your e-learning, that means you could suffer and your grade could go down. That's the opportunity cost. You're willing to sacrifice your grade in school to watch Netflix. So hopefully you learned a little bit about opportunity costs today. If there's any questions, as always, you can chat below. You can also send Nikki a message and she'll be sure to get those over to me so I can address them in our next segment. So next week, we're going to talk about financial planning. So hopefully this guy is helping you guys to be more financially wise as you grow up.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. We will see you guys next week. Hop on here with us. We always do this at 11:30. And so hopefully we can answer your questions and teach you a little bit about what the real world's like. So we will see you guys at 11:30 next Friday for our Financial Fridays and Financial Future Kids.